Hello and welcome. In this chapter we are going to discuss about the box shadow and how we can make the box shadow generator here. So let's start. The box shadow, it has only Jumbotron, so we will customize it a little. If I go to the app, to the box shadow, to the HTML, first of all we will change the title to box shadow generator. Secondly, we do need these things. Of course, there is extra thing, and then we will give a Jumbotron content class here, so that we can write our custom design here. Now inside this one, of course, we must have a row, and the row should have justify content, and it should be in the medium, it should be in the center of the page. Now anything we write here should be in the center of the page. We will have a box here, and our box must have a h3 of box shadow value. So this is very basic. So let's design a little the box shadow. If I open the CSS here, we can select the box and we can give it a little bit of background to red or any other color. Of course, now we have our color generator, so we can come here and we can select a better color, something like this, and copy it, and instead of the directly putting red, you can use that one. Now we have it, and then we must have a height of 400 pixel as well as width of 400 pixel. Then we will give it a padding of 30 pixel and save it. If I come here, let's refresh our page, going to the box shadow. As you can see, here is the box, and let's give it a little border radius as well, border radius of 3 pixel. We will save it. This is just fine. Now if you wanna apply the box shadow, we will have all the fields inside this one. What we need about box shadow, if you go to the CSS3 website, the box shadow will take the value of none, or you will give the horizontal value, vertical value, the blur, then spread, and the color. The last one is, of course, optional. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, we must have a variable here. First one, the property for horizontal, vertical, blur, spread, and color. So we will define them in our component here, component.ts. First of all, I'm really sorry, I don't know the spelling of horizontal. Okay, yes, horizontal, and the value for this one for now should be let's say 5 pixel. For now we will just write it 5, and the same way we will write for the vertical. The vertical should be also 5, and then we have for the blur, it should be also, let's say blur is also counted as a pixel, so we'll give it also a 5 pixel. And then we have spread, the value of spread should be also 5, and lastly is the color. Of course, the color should be for now a very dark red. So we will close all the semicolons here. This is just fine for now. We can just generate them. So what else we need is, inside this one we must have our form. So inside the box we will display the form here. If I go to Bootstrap website, I can use their row form to display two of this field here side by side. If you use the form row, and you can display them. So I'll copy just this line of code from here, and we will customize it for our own purpose. Of course, we don't need the email. It should be horizontal view, and the ID should be, of course, horizontal for this one. And then the placeholder, we don't need the placeholder, and the ID should be also horizontal. I will just remove it for now. Let's hide the sidebar so that we can have more space here. Now the type should be, of course, number, because we will ask for number. It is fine for now. As you can see, the horizontal, and the same thing for the vertical. Here the ID should be vertical, and the type should the value should be also vertical, and the type should be also number. So this is fine for now. We have the ID, we have the type. So if I refresh the page and see what we have so far, okay, we don't have our form here. So let's refresh it again and see what we have. Okay, now we have it. Instead of the password, we can just remove the placeholder as well. Now we must have it correctly. As you can see, we can just change the value and it should change, the change should affect, as well as we should just give it the color. The box color should be white so that we can see it clear. And next up, this should be dynamic. You know that we must use the model here, so we will use the ng model here. This one is of course for horizontal, and the next one should be also for vertical. ng model, so that we can dynamically change their data in the two-way model binding. It should be vertical. This is fine for now. If I display it under it, let's say we have our value and we just display them here. Horizontal, and the vertical should be here. Let's see what we have. If you refresh the page, as you can see, yes, we can see the value and it is working just fine. So what I want to do is just put them in the box shadow. That is what we do in the next video.